Good to see everyone. Those of you who don't know me, I am Mo Reza with GTT, Channel Manager. I am national and international. That's going to be Dan. And I know Dan and the team, the whole gang, way back. We grew together. We strive together. We went for the best of the best. What a great job Dan has done and his team to grow TCG with working with all the carriers, right? GTT as a whole, um, we can be an aggregator. We can be on net. We can be off net. We are tier one global IP. We have our own POP. We can bring any carrier circuit as an Ethernet to our POP and turn them into a tier one global IP, which is not very many carrier can do. And that is not only domestically, but also internationally. So don't think of us as an aggregator, but we can be an aggregator. With that said, I want to introduce you to my rock star director of engineer, Mr. Dan Eisenhardt, and I'm going to let him elaborate on GTT. Dan, you go.
Thank you. We're releasing a new album soon, so I'm just going to go through here, and please stop me with any questions at any time, or I'll be here the rest of the day if you have any questions. How many people have heard of GTT before? Okay. So just a little background about GTT. We were born through merger and acquisition over the past 15 some years. We've brought 40 plus companies together to form what we have today. 90% of them were successful, some were not, but that happens in the M&A world. One thing we had to do to get those companies together, we had a guideline that within 90 days they had to be wholly on our network, and they had to be wholly in our database, or we did not buy them. So we don't have situations where you have multi-networks and swivel chairs. So everybody's on our network and fully functioning. Merger and acquisition has stopped probably about 2.5, 3 years ago. We're happy where we are now. One of the leader tier one global internet service providers. So who we are and what we do. So we can connect any location on the globe to any application in the cloud. Okay, everybody's moving to the cloud nowadays. That's just not cloud application. That's internet, sd-wan, VPLS, MPLS, Ethernet. So we have the ability to connect people anywhere around the globe, which I'll get into more detail here soon. So we're headquartered in McLean, Virginia. We have approximately about 2,400 employees in 28 countries. So we know the countries, we speak the language, we know the local gotchas and so on and so forth in all the various countries around the globe. So if you're looking for global access, we can certainly have the expertise to help you in that manner. So we really, I mean, we're a top 5 global internet service provider. You know, that's part of our network. We are a managed security service provider, so we're MSSP, MSP, however you want to look at that. So we have clearly focused on consumers, on businesses, on partners. We don't have an entertainment company, so we don't focus on mobile phones or UC or any kind of other digital services. We're strictly focused on enterprise. So here's just a quick snapshot of our network, and yes, that is our network. We are an asset-light company now, so we do not own the last mile, which makes us very flexible and provides best-in-class services for your customers. So what that means is we let you know who that last mile carrier is. I don't want to own that fiber in the ground. Okay, I don't want to own that. I want to provide you superior network services, and that's getting you from your site into one of our 650 POPs globally. Once we get you on that POP, we can simply just add services, which I'll describe here shortly. So we have, as a managed service provider, we have over 200,000+ providers and customers under our management today. We have NOCs around the globe. We have 7 global NOCs. We have 1 global SOC, which is 24/7. Our NOCs are the follow the sun model, so they hand them off one after another. Every night they hand each ticket off and make sure they report and on next steps, so we can have you covered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So once we get you onto that network, we can simply add products to that. Okay, that Tier 1 network is great. We're very proud of that. So what we've created, one of the fastest networks out there, which again I'll talk more about. But once we get you onto the network, we can simply add those services. Okay, I'm going to start from the right. So wholesale. I mean, we're carrier's carrier, just like some other folks in here. We sell to various carriers, and we buy services from them as well. So we do the IP transit, DIA, dedicated internet from a wholesale perspective, broadband, Ethernet, MPLS, VPLS. So we have all those services available to our wholesale customers. Voice. So we do voice. We do not do UC. Okay, we're a very, 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 very large carrier of SIP. Okay, as you saw that big backbone that we have, we're able to provide SIP services across that backbone in over 140 countries. We do provide, we are a preferred provider, and we have SBCs built directly into Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and WebEx. So if you use those platforms, we have, again, SBCs built right into that environment. So managed network services, bringing it all together under a platform where automated trouble tickets, that last mile we don't own. We get it from the vendor, but it's treated as GTT. So whether it's Crown Castle, whether it's Verizon, whether it's Lumen, whether it's AT&T, whatever the case may be, it is GTT as far as you are concerned. So internet, DIA, broadband, we do it as managed services. Your wide area networks, MPLS, VPLS, Ethernet, cloud connectivity. So part of our backbone, we are in the majority of Equinix POPs. Okay, we are part of the Equinix fabric, so we have the ability to provide Equinix exchange services into the various cloud services. We also, a lot of the major carriers use GTT as part of their backbone. Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. So we have direct 100 gig connectivity, direct fiber, pieces of wire into all those various cloud providers. So we can go up to 100 gig if need be into those various cloud providers. Now, sd-wan. Okay, I'll again touch a little bit more on this later. SD-WAN services, we can tie into what we call our Secure Connect. Our Secure Connect is our SD-WAN with SASE added in as part of the services. So we've really taken our time and developed a great SASE and security solution. Again, I'll talk about more here shortly. So managed SD-WAN, various cloud securities, which goes into the SASE, which is your firewall as a service, secure web gateway, zero trust network access, your CASB, and then managed network operations. So we have DDoS. As you can imagine, being a Tier 1 carrier, our DDoS is really robust. You don't have to build GRE tunnels from one location to another location in order to scrub your traffic. It's right at the ingestion point. Being a Tier 1 carrier, we scrub it before it ever reaches you. So we have a lot of customers that buy that, especially with everything that was going on in Ukraine. Everybody was looking to protect themselves, so we do sell a lot of DDoS. Managed detection and response, which is an add-on to the SASE or standalone, where we can go down to the equipment and server level, detect if there is an issue with your services, whether it be malware, outdated software, whatever the case may be. We can either fix it for you automatically, or we can notify you, and that's staffed 24/7 with our SOC, which happens to be in Dublin, Ireland. And then managed firewall. Now, we tie all this together. We offer professional services. We deal with a lot of clients that are very technically savvy. Just give it to me, I'll take care of it. Other customers, I have no idea what's going on. I want you guys to tell me what the settings need to be on my firewall, how to set up my PCs to work with it, how to do all that, so we can tie it all together with a robust professional services platform. And then we'll talk about at the end which really sells a lot of our services. We have a single pane of glass platform called EtherVision that ties everything together with the one back to pat, one throat to choke, however you want to talk about it. Everything's on a single pane of glass, from your engagement, from ordering, NOC support, day 2 support, billing, everything under one single pane of glass. So let's just talk about internet. Okay, we have enhanced internet services. There's a lot of internet service providers in here as well. We're top 5. like a few other people that are in here. There's really 10 internet service providers that make the holistic of the backbone. We're a top 5. What does that mean? We carry as much as a third of the entire internet over our backbone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What does that mean for you? Roughly about 70 to 75% of all traffic that originates in the GTT network never has to leave our ecosystem because everybody wants to peer with us because our network's super fast. Give you an example. I can't say the name, but a very popular short video segment that goes viral quite often that the kids and younger people like to watch brought everybody's internet in. They chose us to be their internet service provider because we were the fastest out there. So here's some of the other companies. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Top 5. You can see the big guys out there. We're one of them. So everybody likes to peer with us as well as the other carriers. So let's really bring it all together. So like I mentioned before, getting everything on our network or getting into our core. Once it gets into our core, we can simply add services from there. So whether it's a branch office, headquarters, we bring in, whether it's internet, WAN, we do split VLAN too. So people like to get DIA from us and also add in a second VLAN for an MPLS like a cloud, for cloud connectivity or what have you, for voice. We can tie it all together with an SD-WAN, whether it be MPLS or internet, broadband. Once we get you into that core again, we can add services. Whether we're going direct connect out to the internet, to various SaaS providers, either public or private clouds. We add the cloud security in there, which is we have network-based firewalls, cloud-based firewalls as part of your services. That also adds into your SASE. And then the SIP trunking I mentioned before all ties in right from the GTT core. Once we get you into that core, we can simply add services from there. And it's all managed by a central NOC. Secure Connect, mentioned earlier, that is our tagline for our SASE platform. SASE means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but be honest with you, if you don't have zero trust and you don't have that cloud-based firewall, you don't have SASE. So that's one of the biggest things that we have in play today. We've taken our time to partner with the right partners. We're moving forward with Palo Alto Networks. With Palo Alto Networks, we're able to partner with them to provide a very robust SASE platform. We use their Prisma services, which installs on your laptop, PC, servers, whatever the case may be, and that provides your zero trust. And it goes through GTT's secure web gateway, and then we add the firewall as a service, and it's really optimized over SD-WAN, so all the way down to that layer 7 and application layer. So we're really proud of this. We mentioned GTT SD-WAN, and it is really GTT SD-WAN powered by X. X meaning, depending on your life of your packet, what the best solution is for your partners or your customers is what we really use. We use the top 3 in the Gartner Magic Quadrant to deliver the GTT SD-WAN experience. That is VMware, formerly VeloCloud, Aruba, formerly Silver Peak, and Fortinet, formerly Fortinet. So our SD-WAN product won Product of the Year by Internet Telephony, SD-WAN Product of the Year. So that we're really proud of that, of how our SD-WAN works. Utilizes the GTT core, kind of unique. We don't use the internet as your backbone. We use GTT's backbone for your backbone. So we get you off that internet circuit, broadband circuit, as quickly as possible onto GTT's low latency, high throughput, low congested network to deliver the SD-WAN services. And again, once we get you on the network, we can add services from there.
And the beauty about GTT SD-WAN is that our backbone is an MPLS backbone.
Right.
So when people are hesitant to say that, hey, I'm not sure about SD-WAN, I'm going to lose the MPLS. Well, you're not. These are the little things that clients are not educated or not known about GTT's secret sauce. We have clientele like from Waymo to, if you know who Waymo is, they're the automation of all the cars that's driving around. It's 10 times bigger than Tesla, owned by Google. Those are our clientele. The carriers, they choose SD-WAN. I mean, Dan is going to fill you in. But those are the secret sauce. You don't lose the MPLS once you are on the GTT SD-WAN. You don't.
Yeah, it's really enhanced. I've learned throughout the years to be very careful and say SD-WAN, MPLS as part of it, because as soon as you say that, some customers are like, well, wait a minute, I'm trying to get rid of my MPLS network. Okay. We get you into our private core and you talk privately from site to site to site to site. The only time you use the internet is for the overlay tunnel, which talks to GTT's gateway. So we have gateways spread around the globe. You're always honed to multiple gateways within our network. And then we can, like I said, add services from there. So this is just a way we can bring our, what we call our Secure Connect with SASE together. So again, we have 2,500, actually 3,800 partners around the globe that we use, okay, for that last mile access. So when we say we can get to in any location in the world, we mean it, okay, within reason. I'm not selling you anything in Russia right now. I'm not selling you anything in North Korea, so keep that in mind. So, but we do focus on 400 preferred partners that we use today that do really good business with GTT. That's very successful. We use that partner to add into services. Let's say sd-wan, whether it be broadband, DIA, MPLS, whatever the case may be, a combination of both, 4G. Once we get you into that service, again, through sd-wan, then we use Palo Alto Prisma to deploy that full SASE platform. Firewalls, service, the CASB, the Zero Trust, Cloud Secure Web Gateway. And then once we get you into that Cloud Secure Web Gateway, then you have access into all your SaaS providers. Where if you look it up yourself, don't take my word for it, go to ascityrank.org and type where you want to go. We're either number 1, number 2, very rarely 3 on the fastest and lowest congested throughput to just about everywhere on the internet. Public cloud, your private cloud, GTT internet, and private applications. So this is really how the life of the packet would flow and through our stack. And as I mentioned before, we bring everything together in a single pane of glass, from your quoting to your deployment. You can find the status of your services, your day 2 support, and your billing. Everything's under a single pane of glass for you to see. I was really blown away when I started here over 4 years ago. We show this to customers and they just love it. They tell us it's one of the best in the industry. I personally, I mean, I see it every day, so it's not that big of a deal. It's the feedback from the customers that are really impressed by this. And this is also where you can manage, okay? So not only do we do all this for you in a managed services format. So GTT takes care of it from soup to nuts for you. You pay your monthly bill, it includes everything on that monthly bill. Break, fix, you name it, dispatch, repair, we take care of it all of it for you.
Hey, Dan,
yes.
a quick question. Why our enterprise clientele, use some examples that choose GTT, like carriers?
Well, I need to be careful. I'm not sure with the NDA what I can and can't say. I tried to give you some examples earlier, but let me think about that. So yeah, we have we'll just call it a very large global HVAC client, okay? Very large. They were working with a partner and things just fell through. At the last second, they called GTT. GTT came in, did a fast network design for them, described the network, described how our SD-WAN operates. They were super impressed with it. We were able to roll, I'd say it's 2,500 sites. We were able to get those 2,500 sites installed in 8 or 9 months around the globe, which was actually pretty quick for them. And it's $1 million a month deal. They signed up as soon as they saw everything we can do. We weren't first on mind, first on top of the head of the partners, and that's probably our fault. You're not going to go watch the Super Bowl in GTT Stadium or anything like that, but we are a big player when it comes to things like this, especially as a carrier and to managed services. So, again, I can't really disclose who it was, but you may be able to put the put it together on who that is. So, really, we don't want to be a vendor for you, okay? Do we want your business? Yes. I don't want to be a vendor. I want to be your partner. I want to be an extension of your team. I want to be an extension of your customer's team, okay? Myself, I'm like you mentioned before, I'm focused strictly on the channel, okay? Strictly on partners. I have 4 SAs, solution architects / sales engineers that work under me. We do nothing but channel, okay? We're not competing against direct or anything like that. We're focused strictly on you.
Hey, Dan,
okay?
can you share a case study of GTT, why they choose GTT?
Well, yeah, right. So yes, again, just to elaborate on what I said before. Okay, really, once they, we use the example of the case study I said before of the, I can't say their name, the video company that does all these short videos and very popular, one of the largest out there. Starts with a T. I'll leave it at that. And they really again, brought all the various carriers in, brought all the internet companies in, got circuits from everybody, tested everybody's throughput, worked with the network, looked at our support model, looked at our portal, and really spent some time going through every company. And based off the speed of which we could deploy services, the speed of our network, the throughput of our network, the latency of our network, they chose GTT as their premier and exclusive internet provider.
You take care of them globally?
Globally, yes.
And one of the examples that I personally is involved and solved it, and then you know that large client that we brought it in, it's about 48 site. They didn't want to go SD-WAN. No, money. Save. No, it's too expensive. Then we have a, what you call is a 100% satisfaction guarantee for SD-WAN, right? Proof of concept. You give us 3 sites. You have 100 sites. You give us 2 or 3. See if we like it. If it's deployed, it works beautifully. You most likely 100% of the time you're going to roll the rest of the site because you're never touching your network. Once you're on GTT network, you are in. You are not going anywhere. So we can solve a lot of complexity. I have a proof of concept that you can roll out. No obligation. Comes with the satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it, you move out without any penalty. So those are the things we can do outside of the box. You just have to tell us what do you need. How can we help you? What is the challenge you are facing in the network? Is it the security part of it? Is it the network? You cannot stay on. You don't have enough bandwidth. You always, especially in Florida, hurricane season coming up, if you don't have multiple diversity, if you're an enterprise clientele, you are in big trouble. I don't have to tell you that because on an SD-WAN, it's an auto failover for us. From active circuit, you have 2 or 3 or 5. I can give you up to 6 diversity, from fixed wireless to satellite to cable to 4G, 5G, DIA, non-DIA, broadband wireless, you name it. So I can give you all those under one single umbrella. Didn't want to steal that from you.
No, that's fine. No, absolutely. So when to think of GTT? Okay, medium, large, global type enterprise solutions, internet access, DIA. We work well with other customers who want to do what we call your do-it-yourself SD-WAN type of platforms where they plug it in. It's pretty much plug and play, and have us as the access provider. They still get the advantage of the GTT network. So anything in that realm, from simple access all the way through a full security play with SASE. Think of us. Let us partner with you to go in there, work on a complete solution for you and your customers, and not only work on a clean deployment. Like you said, we can do a proof of concept. Say, hey, I'm not sure about this. Let me test 3 or 4 sites out. If that works well, we'll roll that out to the rest of the world, and really look how the support model works from the white glove, the cliche white glove approach where we do everything for you, all the way through what we call our co-manage. Okay, we'll let them make changes to certain firewall policies. We'll let them make changes to certain application rules, some minor routing, as long as it doesn't A, take them down, B, take us down when we have a robust change management process to protect the client and protect GTT. But we allow customers access, and they can be that hands-on and do what they want to do at any point. So really, it starts with our processes. Okay, everybody's got to have a defined process. You can have the best product in the world, but customers buy process, right? So you want to know what it is from the time you walk in the door to that end of that 36-month contract. What's going to happen? Let's define that process for them. People. Okay, we've got some of the best people in the business. That's one reason I wouldn't say still here, but one reason I'm here, right? I mean, we've got great people here, and we've got great partners we deal with. And then tools. I mentioned the EtherVision portal. Everything is from the sd-wan. We have the orchestrators. That's all part of it. We use for our Fortinet deployments. We use Forti Manager, Forti Analyzer. So having all the tools in place to be able to provide those services. Trying to be efficient, right? Some things you run into are quite complex. Some things are easy and they're cookie cutter. But really want to have the efficiencies in place to be able to get things done in a timely manner. Be upfront with the customer. Hey, if there's going to be a problem, hey, we ordered this service, but now there's a build. You know, be very transparent with them. Okay, they want to understand what's going on. And quality network. I think we described that. We have a very, very high quality network. Again, that's not us saying it. That's the industry saying it. We won awards for it out there. And you know, and ultimately GTT through previous years was really focused on carrier, right? We were focused on, hey, there's that 100 gig circuit, is that wave circuit working? Full disclosure, about a year and a half ago, we sold a lot of our infrastructure, okay? Like I said, we want to be a asset light type company. I don't want to own the fiber in the ground. I don't want to own dark fiber. We used to own the fastest route between New York and London, okay, for the exchanges. All the banks used us. But that means you got to own expensive ships, you know, to take care of that. That's not us. We sold that, paid down some debt, make us a very robust, very lean, mean company.
And that's part of GTT 2.0.
Yep.
So we have got rid of all the, I'll be very transparent and tell you, all the corrupt management we had in the past that has put GTT in a bad side is no longer there. I've been there about 5 years now, and Dan has been here at the same time. We have seen changes. We have realigned the entire channel side of it from the upper management to the client success manager. So my ask is, give us a shot, one shot, not the second. If we screw up on the first one, you can say bye. I can guarantee you, one shot, give us a chance. You will be impressed what is hidden out there in the carrier side. And Dan will stand by it. And if I screw up, Dan is going to be all over on me. 3 o'clock in the morning texting me, what the hell are you doing, Mo? Wake up. So just give us a shot.
Yeah, we're not everything to everybody, right? You know, let's talk about it and say, hey, I've got this deal. What do you guys think about it? We can say, hey, you know what? It's not in our wheelhouse. It's not something that we think we can help you with. I mean, we'll be honest with you. Hey, it's not a good deal for me. It might not be a good deal for you. Whatever the case may be. I mean, ask us. We have a lot of there's a lot of experienced people in this room. I can tell. We have a lot of experienced people in our team. Just like I said, like Mo said, give us a shot. Talk to us. Let us show you what we can really do. We're not a household name. Okay, mistakes have been made in the past, and we own that, and we're ready to move forward. So, if anybody have any questions?
Oh yeah.